What's up, everybody? I'm back with another video, and real quickly before we get into it, I want to say thank you to my 4 most recent subscribers. Thank you to Theo, Bakundo, to Trippin, and Top Scout. Thank you guys for subscribing, and I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. We are nearing 50 subscribers, which means that I will be able to stream soon. So if you want to see me stream the new Solar Raid seasons, then please subscribe, and you might make it into my next video as well. So this video is going to be about it's like a beginner's guide slash progression guide. So if you are a beginner, you'll probably want to stick around because I'm not going to get into that part of it yet. I want to address more of the people who are kind of stuck at around the 5 to 7 million threat range and are struggling to get their teams to for Solar Race. So my best advice, if you're stuck at the 7 mil, 5 mil range and you're struggling to get artifacts because you made the mistake of putting artifacts into random vaults for no reason, maybe for passive stats, maybe because you thought it looked cool, because you heard it was good, and now you're just gonna regret it because you don't have those keys anymore. You're not able to get to those keys anymore, and you need keys to get to good artifacts. If you are in the situation where you have already used all of your achievement keys and you're like nearing finishing normal mode, all I can really say is just keep grinding for it and focus on getting Lasso of Truth and like the first vault done on Dark Knights. This being because in Dark Knights you will get Catchy Hook and you will get Sharp Tongue. And Sharp Tongue is basically a budget version of Beta Club, but instead of jumping you use specials. Now mix that with Lasso and you'll be set. You'll be able to have your 7 teams for the free-to-play players, 8 teams for the people who pay for the premium, which if you do pay for the premium, it will be a lot easier to get those artifacts. I did also want to make this video a little bit about building characters, so let me talk about that for a little bit. So when building characters, and if you have enough gear materials to get your gears to level 75 or higher, then my best tip for you is to not make sure that you're using those 4 slots for your percentage rolls. So crit damage percent, crit chance, lethal chance, fast attack chance, even defense if you need it. Just do not use the attack buff for the final rolls, for the 4th roll. For metahuman class ascended characters, you're going to have increased lethal damage. It will increase your cap to 500%. The only way to increase that cap manually or without star upgrading her to 7 stars ascended, you will have to do it in her talents, but I would advise to just get like armor pierce and your resistances through her talents and just star upgrade her to 7 stars ascended. Now it will take a while, but you'll get there eventually. You just have to keep at it. It's all about consistency with this game. As long as you're able to keep the grind going at a consistent pace, you're gonna get there eventually. You just have to be very patient and very willing to sacrifice the temptation of spending your resources on random stuff. So she is again going to have a 500% lethal buff. It won't show here, and I know I don't have the best builds of all time, but I am working on it, and I have been recently saving or starting to save some resources because I do want to not get new characters, or not. I'm not going to get new legendary characters, but I am going to upgrade the ones that I currently have, which is definitely going to help me in the long run. So that's what I'm also going to give advice for is, if you already have your 7 or 8 teams, do not try to get more. Whatever you do, if you already have those teams and they're able to somewhat consistently one-shot, just upgrade those teams. Don't focus on getting more teams, because you don't need more teams. You need stronger teams. And once you have, like, DC Universe Supergirl, Batwoman the Drowned, DC Universe Superman, Entangling Poison Ivy, Batman Ninja Batman, Batman Ninja Lord Joker, even if you have that guy and you want to use him as a damage dealer, Scorpion, all of those characters, just keep upgrading them. Do not get more characters if you already have enough characters to fight your 7 daily pips, 8 daily pips. Another thing I want to say is the tech class ascension is pretty much the same as the metahuman, but it's for crit damage. So you're going to have an increase on critical attack damage. It's going to go up to 500% once you get him to 1-star ascended. It will raise the cap, but it won't give you that extra damage. You'll have to add onto that with your gear rolls or by ascending him more. I haven't ascended him more, and so as of right now, I do have a lot of crit damage gear rolls, which does get me to 500% crit attack damage. And I also, of course, have his crit chance max. Lethal chance is not needed on him because his main support is Batman Ninja Robin, who will basically sit there and give him lethal chance and lethal damage. Batwoman the Drowned is probably your like if you're just starting the game, save all of your might class shards and your prismatic shards. Save all of them until you get Batwoman the Drowned and spend all of them on Batwoman the Drowned. If you get her to like 5 or 6 stars right out the bat, you're going to find it really easy to just cruise on through all of the normal modes, because you can just keep using her 7 times a day, 8 times a day. And so it's like, it's genuinely the best starter character you could possibly get. Do not sleep on Batwoman the Drowned. And her best support is obviously going to be John Stewart Green Lantern and someone who can stun for lasso. And if you don't have lasso, it's still okay, because you're still going to do a lot of damage. You don't really need lasso damage to be able to take out normal mode bosses. I'm going to show you this. This is the passive that makes Amulet of Anubis so good on her. It basically makes it to where instead of doing your accumulative damage normally, you're going to quadruple the amount of damage you were going to do originally with just this passive, and then you're going to add on lasso, which at max is 200% incoming damage, which means that's times 2ing that, which means you're doing 8 times the amount of damage that you would have accumulated with Amulet of Anubis. So if you can get Amulet of Anubis, which is a Vault 1 artifact in the Ancient Judgment Vault, then I would very much suggest you do that. Although it does not bypass damage cap, so if there's a damage cap, it won't work. Again, I'm also showing just a roster review kind of thing, where I'm showing y'all like my most built characters and my main damage dealer characters. So yeah, okay, so beginner advice. If you are just starting Injustice 2 Mobile and you're struggling to like get good characters, get good artifacts, and start progressing through the game more, because you see the content creators doing millions and millions of damage in singular hits and one-shotting bosses, and then you go and you try to do it yourself and you can't. This is because of artifacts. Artifacts are more important than characters, to be completely honest with you. When it comes to artifacts against characters, artifacts blow them out of the water. With built silver characters, you can one-shot a 2 billion health boss with silver characters, depending on what artifact you have on. If you have gemstone and, say, Pharaoh Knife on silver characters, they'll still one-shot. I will also say that for DC Universe Superman, Justice League Flash gives an extra fast attack hit, so as long as you have good fast attack chance, he'll be a really good support for you. This, if you go into the Solar Raids menu and you press on the little button on the bottom right corner, you'll be able to see what raids are there and what levels you've completed. The first level, or the first square, is the normal mode, and everyone after that is heroic levels after heroic levels. My highest one so far is Dark Knights at heroic 4 is complete, so I'm on heroic 5. So yeah, and every time you beat a level, you get 1 key. If you don't have premium. If you have premium, you're gonna get 3 keys for normal mode and 2 keys for heroic. As you can see, I do have 60,000 gems, by the way, which I do want to be upgrading, per se, my Blue Beetle, my I do want to get Lex Luthor's gears with that 60k gems. I know I said I was going to wait until Black Friday, but trust me, I'm definitely going to be getting more gems when Black Friday comes around. I just didn't have enough time, and school's about to start, so I have other things I have to spend my money on rather than the game, which does suck. But I do have to get new shoes and a bunch of other stuff, so it is what it is. Now, this is where the vaults are. I want to show you that the first vault and second vault both only have 6 artifacts or 6 things in them, and then the third one has 7. So you're going to be spending 13 keys at least to get the tier 3 artifact. And I mean, think about it, guys. You're getting like 10 keys from achievements, and then from every solo raids, if you complete every solo raid normal mode, that's 26 keys. So you're getting a total of 36 keys. That's 2 Vault 3 artifacts that you can get. So if you spend it on the right thing and you wait for the right vaults, you can get Beta Club, Lasso, and a bunch of Vault 1 artifacts from the other vaults. So please do make sure you pay attention to what vault you're spending your keys on, and please be patient when it comes to spending your resources, because that is the biggest way to stump your progress, is to spend your keys in the wrong place. I want to show the arena and league shops for a second. These are pretty useful for getting gears and XP. Hero shards are not very important, especially with the changing meta. A lot of these characters just aren't relative anymore. Of course, the Batman Ninja team is really good, but for 1,000 medals just for 5 shards, it's really not worth it. You can just drop it from either arena or from solo raids, but the gears are very helpful, and so is the XP capsules. Other than that, I would just donate them towards league invasions for your league. As you can see, it is also 1,000 medals per gear as well. So they are very costly, but definitely worth getting if you don't already have them by the time you unlock the character. Now, I do want to show, there are 2 instances where if you're not free to play and you do spend a little bit of money, if you're just starting, don't get Solo Raid Premium, because you're not going to be able to finish enough solo raids in a season to actually get your money's worth from it. So if you're just starting, then I would insist on getting the pass, because getting the actual season pass you don't only get 3 keys with a possibility of more, you also get 2 guaranteed artifacts and an unlocked legendary character, as long as you grind hard enough and get all the levels through the pass. As you can see, you can get more shards from the character, you can get artifact fragments, you can get prismatic shards, you can get intergalactic orbs, you can get reforges, and most of all, there's a 5% chance to get 1 key. Now you can open that chest multiple times a season depending on how much you grind and how fast you can get there. These are the artifacts that are possible to get. You get 2 tries, I think, 2 tries for it. So it is possible to get like Dark Metal cards or Hand of Zatanna or Sharp Tongue or Amulet of Anubis, Crown of Kondak. There's a lot of very strong artifacts in that artifact selection. Okay, so that's gonna be it for the video. I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope this was helpful. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on what guide you want next. I hope y'all had an amazing past 4 days while I've been gone, and I hope y'all continue to live on happily. But as I said, just please like, subscribe, comment, and peace out.